Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Dark Souls and recording it all on VHS. Last time we made it up to the Sunlight Altar bonfire. So what am I doing back down here? I remembered something about my first playthrough. It's been a long time because the first time I played, when I got up to the bridge, like, basically what I did last time is very much about how my first playthrough went, where I came up here, I kind of waited for the dragon to happen. I think I got him to jump down, and then I ran to the ran to the end of the bridge, and kind of panicked. So I got there, I don't think I hit the bonfire. I think I saw the switch and hit that, and then ran through there. Because I spent a lot of my first playthrough, like, I definitely remember coming through here a lot in my first playthrough, of taking the underbridge. Eventually, I came back with a soul arrow and tried to shoot the Drake. I think that's how I eventually killed it, was, like, somewhere around here, shooting upward at the Drake. Also, we had a little gear change, so friend pointed out that, oh hey, I can use the scimitar in my offhand, and hey, I'm trying. There we go. A friend pointed out that the scimitar can do offhand parry, which just looks pretty cool, honestly. Like, it looks one part cool and one part like the character's arm is breaking. But it also gives me, like, this, offhand quick attack. And since we just picked up this claymore, then, why not play with it? Yeah, so my first playthrough, I definitely... there's no way I made it across the bridge clean, because I kept having to come through the underbridge. So I think that's what happened my first time through, was ran across the bridge, like, got to the end, hit the switch. I think I hit the switch. Maybe. Like, I'm fairly certain it was just, like, an amount of panic occurred, and I don't remember how that ended up, but I definitely remember having to go through this lower path a lot. That's some good luck on rat rolls. So we're going up the back way. Because also, going up this way, like, this is part of what made me remember it, was I was thinking about, like, coming up here, because I was convinced there was something that I was missing. Did he fly off? Yeah, I was convinced that you could, like, jump across and get over there, and maybe there would be some secret to, like, fighting the Drake. Lots and lots of time just wasted, like, trying these jumps and dying. Okay, yeah, he is still there. Or at least he was. Bye, Drake. Anyway. Fun little trip down memory lane, that. Yeah, I think I had panicked and, like, ran in here and saw, oh hey, here's a switch, and hit the switch. And then I don't think I got out of the way of the dragon's fire. I don't remember why I kept going through. Yeah, I don't remember why I kept going through the underpath. Like, I would have had the bridge open. Maybe the dragon flew off, and then I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Anyway, so today we'll be playing with the parry timing on this. That was bad timing. My name's Bryce, and I'm pretty decent at Dark Souls, he said 2 episodes ago. There is the whole, like, streaming, recording, like, mental tax on everything, but also, man, sure I'm glad I said I was pretty decent at Dark Souls. So, yeah, we're not going to be doing the quick way through this area. Again, this is a nostalgia-focused playthrough, so we're going to let that guy close the gate and deal with things over here. First time through, I did not even notice anything about that gate happening. Because like, I came in here, I was very distracted by, oh hey, there's a big metal boar. And then quickly, distracted with Spear Guy, that guy that just came in here and attacked me. And when I looked up, like, the gate was closed, and I thought it had always been that way. It took me a long, like, at least until my second playthrough, to figure out, oh hey. I really hate these archers. Like, they can just get you. All right, alluring schools. Alluring schools. It just sounds like a really bad anime. Yeah, let's get in here. So, the whole alluring skulls, I think, like, I picked them up, and I don't think I put together the 2 and 2 of, hey, throw the skulls behind the fire to get the boar to kill itself, but I definitely had the boar kill itself with fire. That might have just been, like, luring it into the fire and hoping it got stuck. I might have actually realized, oh, hey, they just gave me these luring skulls. In fact, you know what? I did say at the start of this, let's just take some things off there. I did say at the start of this that Rosaria is supposed to be really quite resourceful. Will do whatever she needs to win. Oh man, and we even got the Fangboar helmet. I love the look of this helmet, but it's just so heavy. It's a good chunk of protection. You know what? Why not? Let's treat ourselves. We'll wear this helmet. We were already mid-rolling because we have a claymore on top of our other sword. Quick gear loadout, yeah. Just took the shield off. We're just going scimitar for the parry and also the slightly faster attack. Though, thus far, this claymore seems to have pretty speedy attacks. Come on, lock on. I also realized I had, by default... Let's talk about another fun bit of Dark Souls here. Over here, we have this option of the camera auto wall recovery. This thing is a mistake. That's it. It's just a mistake. Like, it does weird things with the camera. It takes things out of your control. It just sucks, and it's on by default. I did not see you there behind my giant boar helmet. Ooh, mystery key. So mysterious. But yeah, that option should not be on by mistake. If ever, like, if you have yet to play Dark Souls, and for whatever reason this Let's Play inspires you to try it out finally, make sure you turn off hey, whoa, why are there two of you? Alright, we'll explore that in a second. Just always turn off the camera auto wall recovery. Like, it is probably the best thing you can do for yourself to not have the camera just go all sorts of screwy all the time. Also, if you're playing this on Switch, there's something weird about the camera on the Switch version of this game. Like, here's my short review of Dark Souls on Switch. It's Dark Souls on a Switch. Like, it's very much like, it doesn't have much more visual fidelity than this version of Dark Souls. I think it has some of like the shinier specular stuff of metal, and it has the extra bonfire down by, oh, what's his name? I can never remember his name. The weird Cthulhu beard. I mean, that tells you enough about it if you've played Dark Souls before. Weird Cthulhu beard blacksmith. He gets a bonfire now, which is nice. It's a nice to have. I think there's a couple other changes. There's probably like, you know, some stuff from patches or whatever. Not patches the character, but patches as in like they changed the game after release. We'll get into that at some point, by the way. But yeah, like overall, no, that's not good. Hey, remember when I said I was half decent at Dark Souls? Pretty good at Dark Souls, you guys. Death happens in Dark Souls. You just, at some, like, eventually you have to learn to accept dying in Dark Souls. That is kind of a thing. I mean, unless you're going to be one of those people that, like, tries to play the game through deathless, except for the, you know, required death. But that's not me. Except in Dark Souls 2. There was an entire summer. That's a Dark Souls 2 story. We'll get there maybe someday in one of these YouTube shows. Okay. I am misjudging how much hitting them with a large sword is going to break their poise. Poise sure is a game mechanic that doesn't get explained well, and it's just kind of a weird number, and then you realize, oh wait, having this makes it to where I don't get interrupted all the time. Speaking of poise, I think this helmet has some. Hooray, a whole 12 poise. I think that's what I hate most about these archers, is I always think they are dead before they're dead. Trying to remember what I was rambling about before I died. Yeah, I think this claymore is just as fast as the scimitar, so having the scimitar in my offhand is really not doing me anything, in all honesty, aside from looking cool. Need to stop putting myself in those situations where I just get sandwiched or cornered and hit repeatedly. There we go. Oh boy, so I'm really looking forward to getting the the wolf ring. Problem is, it's on a bit of a hold. I'll talk more about that when we actually get down to the Darkroot Basin. Oh, right. I mentioned last time, like, there was that that weird little ledge where the blue tearstone ring is. Speaking of which, there we go. The there's like that break in the bridge that looks like you could maybe jump it. You can actually make that jump. Somebody pointed out in comments. Sorry, I don't remember names very well. And went back, tried it off camera. Oh, please. Alright, get stabbed. That parry timing is way off with the sword. Right. There we go. Oh, hey, boulder helmet. That's a lot lighter than this helmet. But yeah, apparently you can make that jump. Went back, tried it off camera a lot of tries to finally get it, and you can in fact make that jump. I did it on a different character in a different system because I played way too much Dark Souls. And yeah, it's a cool jump to make, but it's also just like so difficult. It doesn't seem feasible in anything outside of like some weird speed run. So this bridge is terrifying. You have like, oh yes, stone. Stone is nice and stable. Let me just get right up here to this. This is a rickety wooden little trash bridge. It's gonna fall. Like nope. Nope. And eventually I went back and tried the bridge after some time, and oh hey, it turns out this bridge is fine. You can walk right across it and everything is okay. But it works as a deterrent. Ah, come on. Give me that basement key. Yeah, it works great as a deterrent for new players of just like, do you really want to cross this spooky looking bridge? And I've heard at least one other person say, yeah, this bridge just kind of spooked me too much. I ran away. I wonder, can I use that halberd? I have just enough strength for it. It doesn't do as good damage, but let's try it out just because I always forget the halberd exists. That is a big wind-up. Oh geez, he just parried me, I think. Well, that felt nice. Parry timing is so different with the sword instead of a shield. It's a much shorter window than I'm used to. I'm used to like the standard shield when it comes to parry timing. So I haven't really messed around too much with like the other things. Like I have tried multiple times to go through and do like, okay, this is the time I'm going to do it. I'm going to do like main gauche style fighting. And like do a rapier in one hand and a dagger in the other. But it has to be specifically like the parrying dagger, I think. Oh, come on. Please stop trying to die in embarrassing ways. Alright. Baronaki Knight, could you please let the small dude through? Can you just turn around, go home? I would like to talk about you. There we go. Alright, so that chapel there where it's just like, oh, that's a big scary night. Oh no, that's a big scary night. I think, honestly, what had happened my first time through is I had probably died and then went back and tried the bridge. This is a really less than ideal fight for you, my dude. Okay, I know I'm right by a bonfire. We're walking away from it for story reasons. Let me just make sure I don't screw up fighting this dude. Could you stop with the dodging? Alright, so I'm fairly certain my first time through, I probably died against like those 3 knights or something. Quite possibly also just, you know, chickened out and ran back to the bonfire after I opened the big gate. But when I got out to here, it's like, okay, cool. Here's a big shiny thing. It's extremely shiny. A Firekeeper soul. Ooh, that's fancy. And then I came over here and it's just like, this... What is this? What is this open door? This one is closed. This one's open. That's clearly, like, you know, some sort of step panel, you know, floor panel thing. Oh no, what is this? And then, like, did that, except actually, you know, succeeded to roll away. So, hit the floor panel and then rolled away, ran away, and was just like, nope, that was clearly a trap. And then realized, oh wait, the other door is open now. And yeah, like this... I was so concerned by the time I finally got this far. It's just like, this looks so much like a trap with a floor panel and the, like, really spiky looking little iron gate there. And I don't think I realized that was an elevator until after... I don't remember how long it took me to realize it, but it was a while. I'm trying to remember how... How did I feel about Andre's hammer just going down there? Like, I think I had concerns. Oh, levels are getting expensive fast. I really do need to get my faith up for reasons. Yeah, I do not remember my first time, how I felt about the consistent little hammer pounding noise. I don't remember if I was, like, concerned, oh no, there's something awful down there, or if it was just like, that sounds like... consistent, maybe I should go check it out. But then you have this big imposing gate. And this thing sure does leave an impression, which is great for when you do actually open this door, and they can just show you this door is opened, and you remember, oh, that I know that door, it's over there. And of course, one of the big favorites.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katerina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge. No matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
I remember not trusting our good old Onion Knight friend here. Like, I think it was just the... So I'm stuck sitting here weighing my options, followed by with that laugh. Like, that laugh is right in that perfect space between jovial and a little bit more sinister. There's just like, I don't know if I trust you.
Still closed. Still closed. Hmm.
And then, of course, the one character who actually gets to have mouth movement when he speaks. Not that we'll be able to see it after compression and VHS, and I don't know if I'll be able to make it out on this CRT across the room.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
And you have lovely Andre, who's just so straightforward, and also a blacksmith, and also, what the heck are all of these options? Special embered required for blacksmiths to ascend weapons? What does ascending weapons mean? Okay, reinforcing weapons, alright. It requires titanite shards. Gotcha, I understand the system, kind of. Reinforcing armor, I guess that's also a thing I can do. Repairing equipment, I probably need to do this. I think at this point I had purchased the repair box, from the item salesman in the Undead Burg. Oh hey, here's a bunch of things. Look at this very expensive key that costs very blurry red text. I know it's 20,000 though. This is where things get a little weird in my first playthrough. I saw that big 20,000 price tag and was like, alright, well that's something worth saving up for, and, you know, soon. It was not a great idea, but we'll get there. But yeah, like, that 20,000 just got stuck in my head of, like, I need to go get this.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh?
Repair box, you cost too much.
There are two types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension. Reinforcement is simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you can consider ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services.
Another one of those laughs is somewhere between, like, just, hey, I'm just joking with you, but also a little sinister. And also just like saying beforehand of, you know, you're not going to make it through the night without my help. Tee hee 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 hee. Yeah, it's a little concerning, but it's also like he's been so straightforward and forthcoming with information, which is like he's the first person in this game to like really play it straight with you. And there he actually tries his best to explain the kind of weird upgrade system that is Dark Souls. It's a lot simpler than the Demon Souls weapon enhancement stuff, but I want to say I think Dark Souls 2 probably got it about right in terms of, like, you have your weapons that you upgrade to, like, plus 10, plus 15 or whatever, and then you just have, like, it's just an alternative thing of, like, and also add this flavor of thing, and just changes the properties altogether without, like, the weird branching that is basic Dark Souls. Why am I doing this to you?
You can forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easier than forging weapons. Whether you forge weapons or armor first, well, that's up to you. But nobody wants to see you go hollow. So whatever you do, you'd better do it well.
Alright, so that is, like, where you get super endeared to Andre. And I'm gonna...
Get yourself.
there's also that line. Dang it.
You seem to need anything.
So he tells you about weapon upgrading first, because it does seem to be the better idea.
You can forge armor. Forging up, whether nobody, so whatever.
He's not bothering to stop hammering.
Where are you up to?
I forgot that was still a feature in Dark Souls. I'm just trying to get away from the hammer pounding dude because it gets really annoying to listen to.
I thought you had gone hollow there.
But it's also nice that, like, there's that little attention to
I'll be
detail.
seeing you then. Be careful out there.
And, like, again, that's just something that wasn't common at the time of, like, oh, hey, I was hanging out talking to this guy and I just wander off and, like, they actually, you know, say, hey, wait, what, you were talking to me. Okay, bye. They, you know, the NPCs kind of have that, they notice this stuff. So, yeah, Andre is now Dark Souls. Andre does, like, explain a lot of good in-game information there. And he does it fully in world terms. So, this Titanite demon here. Well, I came down here. I hate that jump attack. I should also really have a shield on for this, probably. Alright, when the heck did I go back down from magic? Like, that's what I'm trying to piece together right now. Is when did I actually start falling into magic on my first go? Because I feel like I remember shooting magic at this guy my first time around. I feel like this might have been what happened. I'm just like, I came in here, I tried to fight him, I saw the door out there, and it's just like, oh hey, there's a door, I should, you know, maybe try to do things with it. And then ultimately got, you know, repelled, turned back. And at this point, you know, I started going up towards the gargoyles. Like, this part of the game is really fuzzy for me in terms of how did things go in my first playthrough? Because you come back through this specific area so much. Like, some people said that there's like a lot of backtracking in Dark Souls, and it's like I've never considered this backtracking in the same way as certain, I don't know. It feels cheap calling this backtracking. And I don't know, that might just be that, you know, I like Dark Souls, so therefore, but like this traversal through areas you have been before, what some might call backtracking, and I should probably just label as backtracking because that's the easy way to put it. I don't know, like I really like that in Dark Souls 1. Like it really helps you get that lay of the land. Hey guy, I did not see you there. Yeah, things never went that cleanly the first time around. Getting through this hallway, my first go, like, trying to get up to the gargoyles to even have a decent fight took so long because I kept struggling with this many enemies. And this was also a point where, you know, the whole, like, ragdoll physics are kind of funny. You just push all these dudes around and then, like, occasionally rolling will, like, send one flying and just... It's a nice little, like, fun mess around with the physics engine a bit. I think I started doing that just because it's like I had gone through that hallway trying to clear it so many times and failing and just, like, getting repelled, going back to the bonfire, coming back, giving it another go, trying and trying and trying and trying to get up to the gargoyles to fight them, to have a good run of it. I'm fairly certain my first time actually getting over to this hallway and seeing that knight, like, I probably only had, like, one Estus flask left, and it's just like, oh no. You have that very obvious, like, oh, hey, here's, like, a wooden wall that you can roll through. Having this barrel with a dude in it who has humanity. But yeah, like, I think coming up here, I would have probably had about that much health with no Estus left, and it's just like, why am I pressing forward? What am I doing? And then you get to this jerk.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
And then you just have the, like, I don't trust this guy in the least.
Please, I have duties to fulfill, and I will reward you handsomely. Well, I am certain you stand to benefit.
And then you realize, oh hey, that's what the mystery key does.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later. Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
And I think it was at this point, either I went up and started fighting the gargoyles and, you know, got my butt kicked, or I decided, oh hey, you know what? maybe I should go see what those things were about. Over here, that looks like a trap with the floor panel and the cage and the oh no's. But it did just make like a big mechanical sound, and then this other one opened up. And all that confusion thereof. But I think it's at this point. You're going down, and then suddenly it's like, wait a minute, that's a big tower. That tree looks kind of familiar. This sure looks familiar. Huh. And all of a sudden, it says Firelink Shrine there, and it's just like, wait, hold on. I was just... all of that distance I've traveled, all of those hours getting that far, I am an elevator ride away from home. It just blew my mind the first time around.
Don't you ever think to forge your weapons? You'd better find a smith box soon, unless you enjoy swinging about with blunt instruments.
Again, this guy ends up being like the tutorial master of, hey, you should keep your weapons from falling apart.
How did that silly sorcerer's apprentice end up? You know, the one always prattling on about Master Logan. He left for the Undead Burg, but never came back. Serves him right. If even old Big Hat can't make it out there, what chance does he have? I hope he enjoys his new life as a hollow.
And he starts talking about these other characters in the world. It's like, wait, what? What sorcerer dude?
What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
And also, oh hey, Lautrec is here. Sitting down here, staring at the Firekeeper. I wonder if everything will be fine. Will everything be fine, Lautrec?
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it.
Okay, a sunlight medal. Maybe you're not such a bad dude. No, I take it back. You're probably a bad dude.
For you? Well, let's not be greedy now. By the Lords, your face. Your humanity is really slipping, but there are methods. Most fools have more humanity than they know what to do with. Now, who do you imagine will make the best use of it?
There's everything out of this dude's mouth.
You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
But at this point, I realized, oh wait, I just went down an elevator. That was probably the elevator that he was talking about, because he said, you know, the Crestfallen Warrior. He said earlier, there's an elevator that is out of order, and you can't get to the other bell because reasons. And I don't know what exactly happened in my first playthrough to make me not try standing on that, but like I came down here, tried to pull this lever, and it's like, oh, that's the elevator he's talking about. This is the one that won't work. Okay, bye. I think it was at this point that I had come down from, come down on the elevator and realized, wait a second. This was not the elevator he was saying was broken. Oh my goodness, this atmosphere is so strong. The frames aren't strong, but the atmosphere in here is so strong. Like this just faded, dark cave with so little light pouring through this flooded city, just like this. Just this enveloping darkness. It's such a strong environment. Like, I still love and adore the new Londo Ruins in terms of their visual design. And then, of course, you have, like, all of the undead hollows that are just here, sitting around. You have this door that we're not going to open up for a good while yet. Yeah, like this whole area was just so cool. And then I met Rickard.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Rickard of Vinheim. I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it? What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here. I can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I've not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
And it's like, oh, great, here's another blacksmith that's been here the entire time. Super cool. Let's see what he has. Ooh, he has magic. Magic takes some amount of intelligence, but you know what? I'll just get one spell. And then that snowballed into, well, this just takes a little bit more intelligence. I'll just get that spell, and that's how I fell into magic. I really wish I had the souls for any of this. But I was like, hey, cool, we have somebody else over here that can repair my stuff. No weapons are ready for ascension. That's a different error message than the other one. He can do all of the whole blacksmithing, everything.
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead. But what's there really to moan about?
Alright. He doesn't have much to say.
I don't know. You really helped break my monotony.
But boy howdy. Rickard sure was a gateway drug into falling into magic my first playthrough. Because it just kind of kept being just so super useful, and like you have all of these, you know, completely non-hostile undead, and they don't give you very many souls, but it's real easy souls to get. We have here an S-Stock, which... fine. We'll be doing even less damage. I really did not play around with weapons much my first go, and like most of my characters have been like, let's just get this one weapon and use it sort of affairs. Ooh boy, this chugs on 360 way worse than I remember it doing. Wowzers. Wowzers, that is chuggy. If I didn't have 2 humanity on me, then I'd be very tempted to run over and try to grab that. But I think it was like, oh hey, there's this whole area down here. And then there was a ghost. And then I tried to stab the ghost. And realized nothing was happening. And that's when I ran away. I think I had also like got some magic at that point, so I was like, okay, try casting Soul Spear, or not Soul Spear, Soul Arrow at it, and this is like, oh, this is doing nothing. Great, ghosts, run away. But like, these are the sorts of things that I just loved about Dark Souls the first time. Like, what made me just fall so deeply into it was just the environments of just having, like, it took me so long, so many hours to get up to the Undead Church the first time, and then it took me a little bit longer to realize that that was, you know, a safe thing to go through. It was... there was an elevator, it wasn't a trap. And then going down that elevator, and like the moment it said Firelink Shrine was just, you know, galaxy brain explosion of, oh my god. We went up and around, and in the end, we only went up, and that was it. It was so cool to me. Like I mentioned a little bit last time, or was the first episode? I don't know. I mentioned a little bit of just like Dark Souls feels like a properly, you know, designed for 3D game. And that bit here of like this interconnected world and like these, it was just so cool. It was just so cool. Blew my tiny little mind. I really shouldn't go into the gargoyle fight with 2 humanity. So one thing the S-Dog is good for, it does have, for whatever reason, straight swords have like an unlisted attack, like riposte attack bonus. It's like swords, you know, weapons have listed, you know, getting into the obtuse iconography of Dark Souls stat sheets. Like, weapons do have all of these stats and things listed, and it's just like, nothing's explained particularly well. Like, you have all of these weird terms, and you have these vague descriptions. And when you get into weapons, it's like, okay, what? Parameter bonuses, okay, I kind of understand that. Alright, critical. Critical is listed as 100. And it's really annoying that straight swords have a hidden critical bonus that just is not explained. I don't know if it's for backstabs or if it's only for riposte. And that would probably be why it's not listed under things. But yeah, like, it's really frustrating that happens with the straight swords. All right, let's go fight some gargoyles. So, first time stuff about this. I did not understand summoning at all. And like, I did not understand that summoning was tied to being human. So in my many attempts to fight the gargoyles, eventually I did come through here and was human. And there was like the Solaire sign, and that was great. And I think I might have seen the other sign, and that was great. And it was very much just like, okay, cool. Here's cool things. I don't understand them. I don't understand why I sometimes have access to this and sometimes I don't. So ultimately, I beat the gargoyles on my own. And there's absolutely no shame to be had in summoning or not. And if you want to summon, please summon. If you don't want to summon, don't shame people. Like, don't try to throw shade for people who do summon. Like, let people play Dark Souls in a way they're going to enjoy. a great boss intro. What a great boss intro. Now, of course, I guess... Let me just dive in the direction of the attack. So, first time playing Dark Souls, I did not know anything about tail cuts. I need to stop using all my stamina. That was a terrible dodge. I really need this to work the first time, by the way, because my time to record is almost up, and I really cannot go over today. So, yeah. I didn't know anything about tail cuts, so I didn't know to try that. And then that second health bar comes in, and it's just like, wait, hold on, what? I'm gonna die. Yep, dead. Alright. Well, that's a problem. But, yeah, I don't think it was until the, I think it was the, what is the word I'm looking for? Gaping Dragon. That's the boss name. I'm fairly certain it was the Gaping Dragon where I learned about tail cuts, and it was purely because the tail is just kind of the easiest thing to hit on that boss. And eventually, you know, I cut off its tail, and it's like, oh, super cool. There's tail cut items. Too bad I have already, like, sat there and shot magic at the Drake until he died. I think. And gargoyles never even, you know, occurred to me to cut the gargoyle's tail in this fight. So, if I cut the tail by happenstance, we're gonna cut it. And yes, I am human because I'm going to summon, because, again, I have time constraints on my recording right now, and I really need this boss fight to just wrap, if I'm going to wrap the episode having beat this boss. Otherwise, I would have to come back and try to splice together 2 chunks of things, so, you know what, heck it, we're going to go ahead and summon. But, oh man, when that second health bar appears, it's very much like I've been trying so hard, I've gotten so far. Oh man, this might be the run. This might be the one. We're going to do it. And then you get the gargoyle down to half health finally for the first time. And oh my god, there's a second one. It just drops down, it breathes fire, it's an absolute jerk. And it's just like, what are you doing, my dudes? So, you know, Dark Souls is supposed to be hard, but come on. Oh. Of course, if you summon, it does even out the fight so much. Especially if you summon both of our friends here. Quote unquote friends. Solaire, who is friend, and also that Lautrec guy. And also, like, the first time you come back into this fight, it's like, wait a minute. The gargoyle's, like, already on me. What the heck? This doesn't seem fair. You don't have that cutscene again. Ooh, boy. Got lucky there. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Good job, team. Like, you hear it in my voice right now. I'm really chill and relaxed about this. Of just like, yeah, okay, it's done. Watching that time carefully. Oh, boy. But, yeah, you just... The first time you beat the gargoyles, it's so much more of a moment. Like, it is just like, you just overcame something ridiculous and something so difficult. Like, it was always doable. You always kind of had that glint of hope, that, you know, light in the horizon. And it's just like, I can do this. And that drive, and eventually you finally do it. You realize just how gorgeous of a view you have from this arena. And you climb the bell tower, and you get to ring the first bell of awakening. It's just like, everything about this is just so momentous and so much of a celebration. And like, your rewards are not just, hey, you get 10,000 souls, apparently. You don't just get, like, it's not just the accomplishment. You also are just rewarded straight up with this fantastic view, and then you get to hit the bell. And that's it. Like, that's all that happens. Wait, what? I guess there are 2 bells of awakening, but okay, I guess that was it. All right, cool. What now? And then you start thinking about what the Crestfallen Warrior was saying, of just like, okay, yeah, there's a second bell in Lower Blight Town. That place sounds bad. That name was memorable, but I guess we'll find our way there. But yeah, just getting up here was such a momentous occasion. And as I keep mentioning, my time for recording is about up, so we're going to head and call it here. Next time, I think it's we need to fight the Titanite demon. We will need to get the crest of Artorias. Boy, I did not play this game well my first time through. Anyway, we'll get to that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.